Hello guys, this is Abby from Witchcraft Criminal History. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Well, today we're doing a little bit of a philosophy video for witchcraft. Alright. I've seen a lot of posts, on YouTube that some people are very much, stuck in the Elizabethan times when, you burn witches. Because they believe they're down to the devil, and some people are still in that. Witchcraft is very, very ancient. It's been around since ancient Egypt, and probably even further beyond that. And witchcraft, isn't something, what you would have, in Hollywood. Yes, I do like Hollywood, Hollywood movies. But no, being a witch does not mean we go and worship the devil. Majority of us don't deal with that. Then there's like a bit of a fine line. You've got like witchcraft, and then you've got satanic, witchcraft, or black witchcraft. And heck, I know people who are Satanists. But dubbing every single witch a Satanist is wrong. It is very much wrong. We're not all the same. Some of us are Wiccans. Some of us are pagans. Some of us just like, going to and fro between Wicca and paganism. And sometimes people, are Satanists. And there are Satanists out there, but not all Satanists, once again, are witches. So you got that pretty much going on. To say the least, with witches, being a witch, sometimes it's a life choice that we choose to do this, that we've got a calling to do this. Sometimes we don't have a choice in it. Like with me, for example. I am not a witch because I want to be. I'm a witch because I have to be. And you might say, oh, everyone's got a choice. You don't have to be a witch if you don't want to be a witch. But sometimes witchcraft is thrust upon you. And you just got to bear the weight. Weight of the responsibility and all that. Because with me, I am an empath. As I said in some of my early videos, I am an empath. And just to control my empathic abilities, I had to go into witchcraft. And since then, I've been able to get hold of my abilities. My empathic abilities aren't ruling my life anymore. I'm controlling it, not it controlling me. And same with my sensitivity as well to spirits. I'm getting more control over it every single day than I was prior to me becoming a witch. So to me, witchcraft helped me. It helped me a lot. Like, do I regret becoming a witch? No. Do I like being a witch? Yeah. And sometimes, you do things in witchcraft and you're surprised at the outcome. It's like with me yesterday. I made my grid, my prosperity grid, and I decided to throw in some with my wand, with my nice trusty wand. I love this wand. Except one thing, it's rather short. See, that's the size of my finger. That's my size of the wand. I don't know that. See what I mean? It's a tiny wand. But I love her. I love her. But anyway. So I use this and put it in some citron moon water to do the sign of the pentagram, sorry. You know, over the my grid. And something weird happened after I activated it. The website I get most of my work crashed. And I'm still waiting for it to be rebooted. I don't know what that means. And I know that the grid is active because I feel it in my hands. I feel it. It feels like fire going, and the vibrations, you can feel it going through your hand. And people say, you know, oh, you know, witchcraft isn't real. It's a bunch of heebie-jeebies, you know, hocus pocus. Crystals are just good to look at. They don't have any powers. What I say to you, you know, you're wrong in regards to crystals. All crystals got powers. Heck, make a grid. Activate the grid for yourselves. You know, watch YouTube videos. I've got a YouTube video as well in here about, you know, doing grids. And once a grid's been activated, put your hand over it. Yes, fair enough, some people can't feel it. Fair enough. But some of us can. And you'd be surprised because it is very distinct. It is very, very distinct. And it comes straight from the very tip of the obelisk. Or the tower. From the very point. And, you know, you feel it. You can physically feel it. Even if I, you know, close my eyes and not seeing where my obelisk is, I can still feel it going straight from my hand right over it. And, you know, you can physically feel it. That is not a bunch of heebie-jeebies. That's not a bunch of hocus pocus. Because, you know, being a witch, you know, we deal with energies and we deal with powers and all that. And one thing I'm thinking about doing once I get back on my feet, which hopefully will be sometime next week, I'll be back on my feet 100%. Pretty much be like, yay! I get my wheels. Yay! Yay! Thanks to my spirit guides who were able to enlighten me on the proper way of getting the funds to get my car back. Thank you. And, you know, they got a lot of things to do with things. They help guide us when we need guidance. And they were the ones who helped me find a solution. Because with me currently, I have had zero luck of finding a loan to get my car repaired. Zero. And then I just had an inspiration or something. And sure enough, touch wood. But I think it's, you know, definitely okay. Because it would have expired, you know, on Monday, Tuesday at the latest. So it's currently being processed. And it's working pretty well. It's very easy. Extremely easy. And on Friday, I get what I needed. And I can get the ball rolling and get my baby back. Eventually. Probably over a week. Because with my car, the panel beaters have to have a go at it. And then I got to get it transported to a Kia dealership for them to deal with it. Because something broke and then what shouldn't have broken. The police never seen it. The fire brigade never seen it. And for the police and fire brigade not seeing this in any accidents, and they've been to fatalities, it shouldn't have broke. And especially my accident was only a 40k accident. I only had a minor bruise on my shoulder. So, why it happened, I have no idea. But I know according to my spirit guides, they deliberately made me get involved in the accident because they knew that something very, very vital to the car wasn't proper. And unfortunately, they decided to blame me, so I got involved in an accident. Because they felt it was safer That's actually what they told me. They said it was safer. They'd rather me be in a minor accident and get back on my feet than me going down in the middle of a highway and then it's snapping and I'm dead. So they have their ways of doing things. But, you know, this is all a part and parcel of being, you know, in in witchcraft. And there's other aspects as well. They say, you know, if you are a witch, you must either become a vegetarian or a vegan. That wouldn't go well with me. I know for a fact that won't go well with me. Because one time, I was living in another country. I was living in China. Love living there. Unfortunately, the Chinese government told me I had to leave. It was so beautiful. I loved over there. But because of the way the culture was, and because my flatmate thought that I was going to run off screaming, she never showed me where the meat markets were. And you couldn't exactly go down to the local supermarket for a steak. You couldn't do that. Heck, we didn't even have a fridge. Fair enough, you didn't really need a fridge because it was bloody cold. But still, you know, things like meat and milk, you couldn't get. You couldn't get. Fair enough, now I know how to say that in Mandarin, so I could easily, you know, nowadays, if I wanted milk, I'll just go nuanai, which is milk in Mandarin. Or if I want coffee, I'll just go koppe, you know, koppe, which is coffee. Or cha, which is tea. But I'm not a cha drinker, I'm not a tea drinker. So, you know, and anyway, getting back to it, I was forced for quite a few, you know, for a few months, I was forced to be on a vegetarian diet / vegan diet. It did not work well with me. I got so desperate for meat, it wasn't funny. I craved it. You know, I wanted it desperately. Like, oh man. Eating vegetables all the time. They said, oh, your powers get stronger when you eat veggies or go vegan. It did not work with me. I have to eat meat. I'm a carnivore. I admit it. I'm a carnivore. And if you're a vegan on here, and you're a vegan witch, and go, oh, you're not a witch because you're not vegan, we're not all the same, sister or brother. We are not the same. It would be a boring world if we were all the same. But to say the least, the cravings I had for meat was very, very strong. Extremely strong. You can say it's like an addiction. It got that bad, I actually went to McDonald's for a burger. You might think, oh, that's just normal. With me, I hate McDonald's. Hate them. They can't make a decent burger, they tripped over it. And I apologise for those McDonald's lovers out there. I did enjoy them when I was a kid, when I was supposed to enjoy McDonald's. And I don't enjoy McDonald's now. Mainly because of McDonald's, they leave an aftertaste in your throat, in your mouth, and I don't like it. No, when it comes to burgers, I avoid McDonald's. The only time I'll go into McDonald's is if I need to get a bottled drink, like a bottle of water. And they were the only shop around. That was the only time I go into McDonald's. Because everything else is revolting from there. Oh, even the milk, even the ice cream. Oh, I don't know what it is, but it's not ice cream. I don't know whether it's just my country. It could be just my country. But McDonald's insults ice cream. I'm like, oh man. Oh, ew, 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 ew. So, I'm definitely not a Macca's girl. If McDonald's ever went broke, I would never, ever, ever, ever miss them. But that's how desperate I was for meat, that I actually went into McDonald's for a burger. Because I was not reacting too well to being on a vegetarian or vegan diet. And yes, we gather our energy from plants and from animals. And yeah, judge me for being a carnivore, being a meat eater. I don't want you guys to think, oh, you're obviously not really a witch because one, you eat meat. You obviously don't like animals. I love animals. I adore animals. I love lizards. They are so cute with their little legs and their tails. Even Komodo dragon, fair enough, he doesn't have little legs. He's got ginormous bloody legs. Even Komodo dragons, even though they drool, they are still cute. I love lizards. They are so adorable. I love owls. And that's actually my spirit animal. My totem is an owl. Which is really good because I love owls. Oh man, I love owls. They got such a beautiful little face. Oh, I love owls. I love birds. I love, all animals. The other animal I don't really like is spiders. I'm arachnophobic. The funny thing is, when it comes to arachnophobia, I'm only arachnophobic, because I'm probably not true arachnophobic, because I'm only arachnophobic with huntsmen. To say the least, if there was a huntsman spider on my wall right now, I'll be screaming and be out of my room. I'll be out of my room, as far away from my room, and security probably come around running out, trying to find out why I was screaming, and I find a bloody huntsman in my room. Yeah, because I am arachnophobic. But as it only seems to be huntsmen's. Daddy long legs, money spiders, other spiders. As long as they're not got 8 legs and fur, I seem to be okay with them. Okay. But if it's 8 legs and fur, forget about it, I'm good. But regardless, I do, I love animals. I love looking after animals. I love cats, dogs, birds, reptiles. I love fish tanks. Oh man, it's so beautiful. Watching fish, swim. Oh, it's so beautiful. The thing is, if I have a fish tank, I don't think I could maintain it too well. Mainly because I don't really know how to look after fish. But that being said, the only animal I have no qualms in killing are fish. It's probably something I was grew up with because I've been fishing since I was very little. As soon as I was old enough to hold a fishing rod, I could fish. I have no qualms on catching a fish, slicing its throat, gutting it. I have no qualms with it. None. It doesn't even bother me seeing a fish gasping for air. I have no emotions, no attachments to fish. The only thing what's going through my mind at that time is, especially if it's a decent sized fish, is you're going to look good being smothered with breadcrumbs. or batter. You're going to be fantastic smothered in breadcrumbs or batter. And with a side order with chips, you're going to be so great. So, for some reason, that's an animal I have no connections with. Is fish. I love fish tanks. As I said, I think that's also a very good meditation tool as well. Is to watch, fish, because it's so relaxing. So just because I eat meat, guys, does not mean I hate animals. Because for me, to tell you the truth, I do not like, and I'm very similar to my mother here, I love eating meat. I admit it. However, I do not want to see the animal prior to it being on my plate. I do not want to see, especially when having lamb chops, I do not want to see a cute, adorable little lamb jumping around, having a good time, knowing that later on in the week that little lamb has got to be in my dinner. I do not want to see the animal. I don't want any connections with it. I want nothing to do with it. I don't want to do it. And that's the main reason, when I was over in China. Like, I'm all aware that animals are still alive in China when you get them. I would have been more than happy to pay the vendor double the amount. Double the amount if they can get it all ready for me and not kill the animal in front of me. And so, I'm going to come back in an hour. Back in 1 hour, get me a bird ready. I wanted the whole thing done. Chop potato, completely feather it, gut it, all of that. And I'll be back in an hour, and I'll pay you double the amount. I'll be more than happy to do that. More than happy. And I'll be more than happy to come back in an hour, and there's my bird already gutted, feathered, and ready for the oven. I'll be quite happy with that. I just don't want to see the process. I do not want to see the poor little chicken going on a chopping board and... No. Sorry guys, no. Have I seen that over in Asia? Yes. I hope I have. So yeah, we're not all... get back to the thing, we are not all evil. We are all different. There are good witches and there are bad witches. There is, light and dark. With me, I am a light witch or a white witch. I'm very close to the earth. Mainly because one of my deities is Geb. And I have strong suspicions that this deity whom I serve has been around me for a very long time. A lot longer than I was aware. And that's with my connections with Geb. And Geb is the god of the earth. So I am not at all surprised. I wouldn't be too surprised. I'm close to the earth, close to animals. I love, rural areas. I was brought up in a rural area. And, I love the night. I love looking at the moon, especially when she is a full moon and she's nice, big and beautiful. I love it. I love seeing the Milky Way. It's so beautiful. And I was definitely a type of kid who'd love looking at the Milky Way and looking at the stars, the moon. I've always been attracted to that, which is a big aspect of being a witch. We kind of get our kicks from it. And yeah, I enjoy that. One thing what I will be going into once I get back on my feet is I am going to introduce something into my practice. I am going to introduce essential oils, into my practice. I heard of a company which is really, really good, and you get real good quality stuff. And I want to get a nice, good collection. However, this collection, these bottles, I know some of them could be as cheap as $18. You might say, oh, that's a bit expensive for a little bottle of essence, but this is pure grade. This is actually even better than organic. And it's pure stuff, so you use less of it. It's apparently the Ferrari of essential oils. I think it's called doTERRA. They range from that to the most expensive one, which I think was about $200 for a small bottle. But I will be, probably, I want to get all of them eventually. But my let's have, save, for the expensive ones. For the, the cheaper ones, I probably will get, 2 or 3, the cheaper ones. But some of them, ain't that cheap. Like, myrrh isn't cheap. Neither is frankincense. And especially with that, And so there's also sandalwood. That also was about $80 or something like that, sandalwood. And I really want sandalwood for my beautiful dragon. I'll show you. To know this bad boy. This is my beautiful dragon. I love her. Look at her. Yeah, she's got a bit of a problem with her tail, but she came to me like this. But the thing I love about my dragon is that with my dragon, I got her for free. Her owner no longer wanted her. They no longer wanted her, and they gave her to me for free. I saw her and I knew she was meant for me. Because with me, this is my favourite animal. My favourite mythological animal. And I am also a Draco Witch. Or a Dragon Witch. And for my dragon, he's got a little gold coin. Yes, there have been times I've been very desperate with pinching it, but I know for a fact this is not mine. This money is for him. It is his. Because he's a Chinese dragon and he needs gold coins. At the moment I don't have enough to give him another gold coin, but this is his gold coin. This is his. And his only, so it's not mine, it's his. And he represents, my craft. Go back up the dragon. Yeah, I've got other little dragons as well, but that's my favourite dragon. And I got the other one, which this is not a dragon, this is one of my deities. This is Bastet. I haven't really made her an altar yet. But I do believe that they, they're aware and they know your situation. And heck, she's been perfectly fine being up there. She keeps my dragon company. But she's not the only thing there. I also got my I all see an eye up there as well. So in some ways that's kind of, you know, like my altar up there. Kind of. And it's got my, you know, it's like got my Book of Shadows, my witchcraft books, movies, you know, other books got nothing to do with it, serial killers, along with tea, coffee, and that type of stuff, and perfume. Two of those, she'll actually spray that stretchable with perfume because she likes that. So yeah, this is, you know, my view upon witchcraft. You know, we're not all bad. You know, there's good and bad. Just like with everything else, there's good and bad in everything. You get good witches and you get bad witches. I am not the type of person who sends curses everywhere. No. I know that recently I saw a nice spell on YouTube, which I am definitely going to try. And we're going to try, and I'll probably sell some of the finished product on my Etsy page when I get it done. That'd be really, really good. Something for prosperity. So it's pretty much a bunch of herbs and ointments with rice. And it's apparently supposed to encourage money. Like, yay! I like that. So yeah, and I might even do a video on that as well. I have to alter the spell a little bit, or alter the products, mainly because where this person came from, it's a different country from where I am. Different countries, we got different stuff. That being said, you know, we'll get there. But anyway, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And also, if you are interested, if you look in my Etsy page, the address is down below. So please feel free to go on there. I do readings. I also sell moon water as well. So, you know, pop over there. Put an order if you wish. I'd be more than happy to do that. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and blessed be.